Okay. So we said that we're going to start the Alahot Shabbat today, and we are going to talk about the what means exactly, okay? What is exactly Shabbat? What is exactly the 39 Melachot Shabbat? So Melachot is a work that starts, that is not a heavy word that we spoke last time. It's a word that develops, okay? That calls melacha, okay? So it's not really labor, means melacha, something that begins, that is creative, okay? So in the Torah says that we have to stop from every single thing, okay? So there are 39 Melachot Shabbat. 39 Melachot Shabbat. What means really Melachot Shabbat? It was talking about preparing the ground to put seeds, to develop fruits and vegetables and every single thing in the ground. If they were putting seeds and they were preparing seeds, that was when they were collecting, had the shells inside in every fruit. So to take off the shells was too a little melacha. So to pick it up and to blow it, that all the shells would go down from the seeds, that was melacha. That was work. That's the work that the Torah is talking about. The Torah is not talking about something carrying something heavy. It's a big difference. What is the problem to just blow that is heavy? No. The Torah is talking about that melacha, that we're preparing things to do something new. If you prepare that little seeds and you grind it and you build it and you see and you put it in the ground, that's the work that the Torah talks about, that little things. So we have that other work that is from the thread, to make the thread, to make like this in the thread, and to put together two threads and to sew it. That's another different work that the Torah talks. We're talking about the fiber, to make it smooth, to make it nice, or to put it together and to put one piece in and take it out with a thread, with a needle. That the Torah, that is another kind of work that the Torah talks. And it's another thing too, is to make it finish. To finish something that you start, the Torah talks about that too. So it's divided in 39 works, melachot. 39 abot melacha. The 39 abot melacha, we're going to learn one by one, and we're going to understand exactly how it works. It's very incredible. Why? From where comes out this 39 melachot? These 39 melachot we learn from the Mishkan. You know what is the Mishkan? I don't hear you.
Is it the temple?
Yes, the temple. But which temple?
That time, that's when the Israelites were in the desert, isn't it?
In the desert, exactly. Was the temple that was built in pieces, that every single time that they were going out, they were building it. And when they were settled down, they were building it. And when they were continue the walking, they were breaking it parts, and they were continue. They carry it as a Lego in little pieces, pieces, they build it. So when Hashem talks about Shabbat, when the Torah talks about Shabbat, tell us 39 Abot Melacha. That Abot Melacha, it comes exactly after when talks about the tabernacle, when talks about the Mishkan. When the Mishkan talks, it's incredible. When it's talking about the Mishkan, we're talking about all the labors, the Kedushat, Avodat Kedusha. What is Avodat Kedusha? Avodat Kedusha is the work for Hashem. The work that they were doing for Hashem. So that work in the Mishkan, every single thing that they were doing it was for Hashem. And that exactly when finished talking about that, start talking about the 39 Abot Melacha. And the 39 Abot Melacha, if we think, is impressive, is incredible thing. The 39 Abot Melacha is exactly every single thing they need for the preparation for the Mishkan. What is the Mishkan? In the middle of the Mishkan was the Torah.
Okay.
In the middle of the Mishkan was the Torah. And for the Mishkan, we needed the Lechem Apanim. You remember what is Lechem Apanim, you know?
No.
The Lechem Apanim was the table with the 12 breads for the tribes.
Okay. Dobin.
Lechem, the Shulchan.
Morá.
The Shulchan is Lechem Apanim. They had the Lechem Apanim.
Dobin.
Outside the where they had the Torah, they had a table.
A moment. Our battery is running low, so we wanted to extend to where there is a charger so that we can continue with our learning.
I'm sorry?
Our battery is running low, so we are like extending where there is charger, and we connect so that we can continue our studies smoothly.
Okay, so if I close we have 10 minutes to wait around. In the meantime, I see you again, okay?
Just here, we can continue with our learning.
Okay.
The problem is with our charge, our battery. Maybe there we can continue.
I close it and we continue again?
No, let's continue and finish up our 10 minutes.
Okay. So that what is exactly that the 39 Melachot is talking about the preparation of to build a Torah. It's talking about the preparation to build a bread. So what exactly, if you close your eyes, what you need to build a Torah? You have to go grab the cow, open the cow, prepare the skin, to prepare exactly the skin, to write the Torah, to cut the pieces, to mark the pieces, to sew the pieces, every single thing that you need it. And for the bread, what you need? To go to prepare the ground, to put the seeds in the floor, to let it grow, to take all the seeds, to separate and to prepare it, to build the dough, to make the bread. So if you think, all the 39 melachot comes from all that melachot, from all that work for the Mishkan, from the Mishkan. And that's the way that I try to explain you when they talking about the 39 melachot. So how you will understand exactly the melachot? Just to think about from the beginning, from zero, how to do a Torah and how to make a bread. Since the beginning, you don't have anything. You just have the little seed. So for sure, you have to prepare all the ground. You have to make the holes. You have to seed everything. That's every single step for to do that. That's the melachot. And it's incredible. So we are going to see exactly what is that. Okay? So for the Mishkan, we needed the columns, we needed the covers that they were from the skin and for the animals. We have every single thing. There was leather, all the leather from the animal that was specialized and very beautiful. They had colors. They have a how you say, sewing, but with decorations. Every single thing that was beautiful in the Mishkan. So not just that, even they had already everything ready, they needed to put them together. So to ensemble all the pieces, to put them together, to make them together, to build it, that was forbidden. So we're going to understand that are some of the 39 melachot Shabbat that are build, destroy, turn on fire, turn off fire, sew, unsew, make a knot, undo the knot. So they are opposites. Many of them, they are opposites. And we're going to learn about that, okay? So in the meantime, you with me?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Yes. So now we understand that every single of the 39 melachot, they coming exactly from all the work that we had in the Mishkan, in the temple that was putting together to be able to walk around in the desert, okay? So, what is the first category? The first category is to prepare the ground. To prepare the ground, how you call it in English? Arar. In Spanish is arar. Is to prepare the ground, to make the holes, like to remove the ground. Is that like the preparation? That sometimes they take animals and they put things and they make like that. All the ground. That is one of the 39 melachot. The forbidden of every activity that prepares the plant, the ground to put the seeds. Every single preparation that you need to be able to put the seeds, that is the first of the 39 melacha. So what exactly is? To level the ground, to put maybe the puke of the cows. Sometimes they put it to make it smooth it and to make it more fertilized, to fertilize. That every single thing that you do to make it better, that is the first melacha, arar. So clean the floor, to take off all the branches and the stones, to put water, to water the ground. That is the first melacha, okay? To prepare the ground. So if you have a furniture outside in the ground, A chair, like example, you can't put the chair. You can't pull the chair. You're sitting there, but how you will move it? You can't move the chair to, because makes scratch the ground. And when scratches the ground, it's like a preparation of the ground to be able to put a seed inside. When you put something heavy in there, in the ground, it makes the scratches. It moves, removes the ground. So that is like a preparation. So we have to be careful when we are outside in the ground, how we sit down. We have to clean everything, to be careful to don't do that scratches, to don't make the holes. For sure, it's a big difference if you do it a purpose and you don't do it a purpose. When you do it a purpose, for sure it's completely forbidden. But when you sit down without wanting to prepare the ground, you don't want to prepare the ground. You just want to sit down, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to prepare the ground to put the seeds. But it's like indirectly you doing that. Like you sitting there and you have a fruit in the mouth and you have a seed in the mouth and you throw the seed like this, you throw it out in the ground, what happens? Exactly, that seed is going to go in the hole that maybe you put it with a chair.
Okay,
So
Morá,
it's going to grow.
Morá,
Yes.
someone is having a question. It was like, on Shabat, we shouldn't the female shouldn't put on the high shoe because they are sharp down.
The heel, you're talking about the heels?
Yeah.
That's you could do it, but you have to try to walk where is not the ground to, if it's just ground, if it's just ground and it's not place where a path where to walk, you can walk where is not a path where to walk. If it's just ground, normally you have a path where always you walk there, right?
Okay.
Normally you have a path, even if ground, you could walk there, but you can't go out the path that normally you go out.
Okay.
That like to cross in the middle, that no one walks always. You have to always walk where normally they walk.
Okay.
Where the path, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so that is to prepare the ground, okay? So our sage, our Jajamim says that you, like what you're asking for, you're not allowed to walk in a place that is already prepared for the ground. The ground is getting prepared and they put in the seeds. You shouldn't walk across that. You shouldn't walk on the path and on that. We have 10 minutes more to finish the free version, okay? So we shouldn't walk where they sitting. We shouldn't go that way, okay? And if you walk in that way, you can't bang or kick a stone, the stones that are in your way, or you can't move the things, remove the things. You have to be careful and to always walk where you have your normal walk path, okay? So if you're sitting there in the ground, everybody's sitting, and you're taking the stones and you're removing the ground and things like that, or touching the plants, we're not allowed to do it either, okay? Okay, the second category is to put the seed inside the holes or inside the ground that is prepared. That is the second. To put the seed in the floor, to put the seed in the ground. So the ground is already prepared. The only thing that we have to do is just to put the seeds. That is forbidden. But if like I said before, you're sitting there and you're eating fruits and they have seeds in the fruit, and to throw them in the floor, that is, we fell in this category. If the ground is moved, could fall down and by itself could grow. So we have to be careful to don't move a pail of a plant or to put things in the ground. So we can't do any single thing that touches the fruits or the plants. If it's a plant there and we move it, we can't do it. We can't put the plant together with to make it grow. You know that they cut it and put a different one and like they cut it like this and to let it grow. We can't do it that. To let it grow the branches or the roots. Sometimes they put it in the water to let grow the roots. We can't do that. So all that thing is we can. The root sometimes comes like this, and we separate the roots. That is forbidden too. To move it, to cut a piece of the tree, of the branch, we can do it. So we touch it. To touch the plant could fall down or could wherever is not. So there are three categories in this part of the ground, is to prepare the ground, to put the seeds, and even to cut or to pull it out, or to put water, to water it. That is, it comes in this forbidden. It comes here. So if you're drinking water in the place where is the ground, we have to be careful to don't spill. If it spills down, what happens? The water goes in the ground, and it's like watering. So we have to be careful about that too. So to put the seed in the water is to prepare the seed too, because when you put the seed in the water, what happens? Could come out roots. So it's preparing the seed to be able to grow, to prepare it to be able to be strong, or to take off the roots to be able to seed it. So we have to be careful about this too. So all the proceeds to prepare the ground, all the proceeds to prepare the seed, all the proceeds to prepare every single thing to seed it or to make it better is forbidden in Shabbat. Are the first melachot Shabbat. So to put a plant in a pail with ground or with water is the same thing. Even it's not straight in the ground. It's like an artificial ground, that this is a piece of ground, could be in the modern life. We have a little balls of a jelly that is like water or even like a jelly. And instead to put ground, they put that. And they make it grow it in that little balls. So that is like will be ground. It's the same thing. It's like artificial sand, like an artificial ground. So that's forbidden too. So all that is very is forbidden. Like to move the pail to the sun, from the shadow to the sun, is not is even forbidden. So we can't touch the plant. Even it's not straight in the ground and it's in a little pail, we can't move it. Move it from one side to the other, we can't do it. But if you have a pot of flowers in the table, you are allowed to move it if you need the table. It's so sad. Our time is finishing, so we have just 3 minutes. I want you to ask me if you have any questions for the class from the class. We already saw the 2 first melachot, that is to prepare the ground and to seed it, okay? And all that we have, why they call about melacha, because it's a father of the work. So they have the tiny little kids that are the derivatives that we can't do it, okay?
Yes. We have one question.
Yes, tell me.
I heard about you were talking about preparing the Torah.
We're talking about what?
Preparing the Torah.
Uh-huh.
And you talked of skinning a cow. Is it specifically for the skin of the cow only, or?
The Torah is made by the skin of the cow. So has to be a kosher animal. Doesn't mind if it's a cow or something else, but it has to be kosher. Has to be one of the pure animal, and they have to make it shechita, and they have to prepare every single thing.
Okay.
And the skin, they prepare it. They take off all the hair, and they prepare every single thing. They make it smooth wherever they cut it, they mark it, and then use that skin for the Torah.
Okay. Well understood. Thank you.
Thank you. So I will see you next week.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Be well. Was nice to see you.
Okay, thank you for your time.
I love to be able to help you in this way. If I can help you in other ways, I give you all my heart and my knowledge. I'm very pleasure to do it.
Our pleasure too. Thank you.